I'm on drugs or I'm high or I'm drunk or something. Hey, I'm back. Sorry about that. More interruptions, as usual. So I can't get anything done, you know, that I actually want to do. Where's everybody? Come back, I had 7 people. It was getting to be a really long live stream anyway, so anybody who wanted to watch it afterwards, they'd probably get bored after a while. It's like 80 odd minutes. I'll try and make this one a bit less long. Like half an hour or something would probably be okay. Even half an hour is pretty long. Okay, I've got 2 views, so yeah, so I'm back again. Time to get snack. I am actually quite hungry now. I've not eaten for several hours, 4 hours or something. I'm fine. I guess you didn't see my first stream, so you'll have to watch that later. I'm just waiting for dinner to cook, and I've had to stand up. So I burnt the wok. I ruined it, so now I've bought a new one. Oh yes, so yesterday it was Sunday, so tried to get some art done on Sunday. Like everybody in my family has a day off doing everything, as you know, on Sunday. So on that day, it's my day to do whatever I want to do. So I tried to do some art. I don't know what happened. It decided to stop working, didn't it? I was there happily painting with my drawing tablet on Krita, like I said. And we're up to 9 people, yay. That was quick. So yeah, so I was happily drawing, really happily. I was like, yay, I'm getting this done. I'm gonna do this for an hour until it's actually done, finished, because it's nearly finished. It's a commission, you know. I was like, yay, I can get it done. I'm gonna spend lots of time on this instead of spending 2 seconds and then getting distracted like I normally do. And then what happens? It decided to go blank. Actually, no, that's not what happened. First I was interrupted because my mum wanted me to do something. And then it stopped, and then I was like, yay, let's get back to it, and then it stopped working. Went blank. And I had done a bit on it, and I suppose I've lost my work now because I didn't get to save it before it went blank. Okay. You can commission. Anybody who donates can get videos or art. That's the rewards. Yay. I just got all my buns out the other. So I did a drawing as requested by Richard as well. I've got it here actually. I just keep forgetting to upload it so I can send it. So as you know, the first half of this pad is of my characters, and the back of this pad contains other characters. So I did that as a commission. Sorry, it's rubbish. It'll probably be better when it's done properly. This is Richard's. I hope he likes it. He wanted this. I guess. I tried to make it as cute as pie. I thought that was cute. Yeah, there you go. So I said he could have a sketch, but he's donated money, so you can have it coloured if you want. You know. Yeah, because you're on Patreon as well. You're Patreoning me, so you're a patron now, so the patron money entitles you to a sketch. So you can either have 2 sketches, or I could just colour this one. Oh, I'm going to colour it in anyway, so you may as well just have it coloured. Yay. And the other person who donated 20 quid, it was for a video, so if they wanted art, they'd have to become a patron or actually commission me to do this sort of thing. So if you donated, you could have a picture. So if you wanted a sketch, it's £10. If you want it coloured, flat colour, it's 15. And if you want it full colour with shading and everything, it's got to be 20. For a painting, it's considerably more because it's more work, and it's also, I'm using paints and paintbrushes, I have to pay canvases and whatnot. So that would be more money for a portrait. The sketches are usually 20, and the actual paintings like that one you see, it's only a small one. About 30, I think, for those big, that one. Sorry, that one. For a building, it's quite more expensive. It's 60 quid for a building. Months to do that one. And intricate details, which I was quite proud of. It's my favourite painting. And the people there quite like it too, that commissioned me to do it, so. I'm going to do it for longer because it's just not cooking. So you can commission me to do paintings. I have to. It's quite fun. But just remember, you'll be put in a queue, so it will take some time. Even if it's a sketch, you might be in a queue. Richard was in a queue, but I was actually doing that picture I was talking about. Somebody else, I was going to do his after, but I thought it's just a sketch, so I'll just quickly do it. I've not finished my first commission. It takes so long when things like my pen tablet stop working, or the stupid thing I'm working on decides to go blank. It doesn't mean the picture's gone, it just means the program's not responding. So then it takes longer. I've already done another Halloween dress rehearsal sort of video. I'll probably post it in October though. Just remember, I'm going to be getting fursuit legs, so I'll also do a video of that too. Yay. They've just started my fursuit legs now. I'm also going to need to save up now because that cost me a lot of money. You're an IT guy? Well, that's good. I do have a lot of things that don't work, so that could be useful. Right now, I've got the printer, and for some reason, this particular printer that I've got plugged in, it makes the speakers make a funny noise. And my music sounds, some of the music sounds too vibraty now. I don't know why. When I had the other printer plugged in, the newer one, it didn't make that noise. We plugged the other one back in, and now it makes that horrible noise in the speaker. So try and do something about that. If you become our regular IT guy, my mum can stop paying for those people that are supposed to help with that sort of stuff. Is it possible to ask commission drawing of before and after waiting? Huh? Yeah, sure. Why not? They are good, aren't they? How I like your ears. I bought some more. Oh, another one. It's not quite like this one. It's a bit more simple, but it still looks pretty good. And they're black and white because it's husky ears. Freaking not cheap, actually. I saw you just subscribe to Jazza. Did you get a Jazza art box? I don't know what that is. I subscribe to so many people, so I don't know. I've forgotten who's who. Weight gain sequels are the sequences. Well, actually I was gonna do like this fundraiser, right? Whereby I made that character, one of my characters, fatter, you know. So you see them when they're like thinner, and then I'll keep drawing them fatter and fatter as you donate. So whoever donates, someone donates, I would draw that character fatter. And they could possibly, if they wanted to, have their persona or OC or persona character thing drawn in with that character, maybe feeding them or rubbing their belly or something. Weight gain drives. But I've already given it away now. It's okay. So, if anybody would like to do that fundraiser where they donate to me and I make a character fatter, That would also be awesome. I've seen only one person do that on Fur Affinity or DeviantArt or whatever it was. Made that this wolf character fatter. So that would be good too. How about it? You mean of one of my characters? You've seen tons? I didn't even know that people did that. I would like to do that actually. It would be fun. Anubia. So you mean she actually asked for people to donate and she'll draw a character fatter and fatter? I've only seen one. Might be the same person for all I know. Have you thought about it? Patreon. I've got Patreon if that's what you mean. I would love to get patrons. But I've only got one. I think one person donated once on there. I know I've got one patron now. So flabby. I want this to hang over already. Maybe drinking lots of water will help. Oh my god, 4? Seriously? I would like to have. I was wondering if you could get like someone, either a patron or maybe like an agent. Somebody who would actually find me art clients, someone who knows what he's doing. I'm actually quite surprised not more weight gain enthusiasts want me to draw more fat art for them. I'm actually quite surprised. Down to my knees. I want my hips to be huge as well. I'm not sure my body shape can do that. How do artists like get work? I don't even know. I mean, I know of some artists who actually either work at a gallery or they have like regular clients, you know, regular people who just commission them. I would love that. How do you get that? I mean, maybe my shit. I always thought maybe my shit's not good enough. Hi, saying tons self-promote. I've been doing that for years. I always get poor people, you know. Everyone's poor. Everyone I talk to is poor. You get popular. Commissions. Well, I even put an advert on Facebook for my artwork and nothing. I just got people saying, what the fuck is this? That's all I got, people. On my advert. I was advertising furry art. You know, on Messenger, those Messenger ads that you get. And everybody was just all like, what the fuck is this? That's all I got. I got one person who wanted an art doing. Said, have you got any skunk furry examples? And I was like, ah, yes I do! It was the best skunk in the universe. So I showed it them. And suddenly they couldn't afford it. Surprise, surprise. No, don't talk to me about Picasso. I've tried live streaming on these things. I can't get anything to work. I can't get live streaming to work on the screen. Artists get money from YouTube views, teaching art tutorials, teaching art classes online. I'm not sure I could do an art class, but I'm not sure I'm that capable. I don't think I'm that like advanced enough yet, but commissions I could do. I think I'm pretty good at doing commissions. I mean, I can teach people a thing or two, but can't I just get an agent who just like scouts for people who want art? Like an agent who has kind of connections and just goes, these people are rich. They can afford to spend the money on art. So here you go. Here's all the rich clients. Can you please do that for me? Just like Bob Was on Twitch. Happy little tree. Huh? I have a friend called Bob Ross. His account keeps getting deleted. And now he's decided to end his life. Very sad. Of course you do. Do you know what? I see lots of artists because I look at lots of artists. Because I like furry art, so I look at lots of artists on Amino and stuff. And they're like a lot younger than me, and they say, oh yes, I've got this queue of commissions, and you know, here's a commission that I did for such a body, and oh, and here's a commission that I did for such a body, and there's like millions of them. And I'm like, this person's younger than me. Isn't my art good enough? I was like, where do they find these people? Everybody I know and I talk to. I mean, I have actually asked people. I've had to actually ask people and go, would you like an art doing? And they're all like, no, I can't, I'm poor. Who's the biggest fat for art? Guild Panda is huge. I don't think I've heard of that, but I might have seen his or her work. I may have done. You never know. I see lots of artists. I don't always remember their names. I have a few favourites, but I wouldn't be able to name them. Sometimes I just lose them amongst all my favourites and stuff because I can't keep up with everything that I've favourited. My god, I look so much like Don Lino. My belly's so flabby. I wonder if Guild Panda's that one that was very rude to me, because I went to somebody's art stream who seemed to be very popular, and I just really, politely asked if they could promote my art for me, as a favour to another artist. And they just kept going on about linking, copy and pasting a link to my Fur Affinity. I mean, I can type it out because I actually know it off by heart. It's https://www.furaffinity.net/user/Lord Jeremiah with an O, Jeromia. I know it off by heart, and I did that to them, and it didn't come up as a link, unfortunately. I don't know why. I think it's because I forgot the HTTP part. I just did www. So they kept going on about copy and paste, goddammit, copy and paste. I'm like, why do you want me to copy and paste it? Just copy and paste it yourself and put it in and just look for it. But they wouldn't do it, they just kept going on about it. So they were getting really, both that artist and their followers were getting all upset with me and grumbling at me and having a go at me, and eventually I got blocked for no reason because they were getting upset with me for no reason. I thought it was very rude. They wouldn't promote me because they said I was begging to be promoted. I was just asking nicely if they would, because I went on somebody else's live stream and they obliged me. In fact, they offered. So I thought that was very nice. But this person was just being so rude. Very Disney-esque. Her art. Obey kawaii. I like kawaii stuff. I like cute kimono style art, actually. That's my favourite. That good, because they're quite realistic looking. They're like semi-realistic, semi-cartoon looking. I want to get that good one day. I might do one day if my stupid shit stops, breaking down on me. But oh well. So yeah, so if you're such a big IT person, could you tell me how to freaking live stream the screen on my computer? Because I've tried doing it and it won't even let me copy and paste the URL thing in my streaming software. It says it's like a server URL or stream key or whatever. It won't let me copy and paste them, so thank you, because everybody else who I've asked, I don't know how to do it. I describe what's the problem, and I just don't know how. Nobody, even the person who was actually live streaming their screen, didn't know how to do it, didn't know what to tell me. So, and there was one of my fans on YouTube who asked me if I was having problems, And I tried to tell him, and he was like, and they didn't respond, so I tried to tell him the problem. Oh well, 4 people. What did you try to use? Streamlabs OBS. I did have a few people say just OBS was better. Because I don't believe people, I didn't do it. Because there's a problem. Maybe OBS will be better. Maybe I should just try other stream softwares. All I know is I can't copy and paste the link. I think I can copy it, but I can't paste it. I think that's the problem. Okay, just OBS, not Streamlabs. That's the one I've got because it was recommended to me by Picato. And then when I downloaded it and tried to log into Picato, it wouldn't let me. So, I did get it to, I tried to do YouTube as well. Live stream on YouTube, because that's how I signed in with it. And it kept saying I wasn't eligible to live stream on YouTube. Well, I don't care what I live stream on. It can be Picato, it can be Twitch, it can be anything. I don't really care. I just want to live stream my art so I can get fucking popular already. I'm being held back so much. I'm sick of it. I want to become a popular artist already. And more people see my shit so they can commission me and like I can form a fan base of the damn things. The damn things. Of artists. You know, I can befriend artists and I can... Actually, I haven't talked to artists and no one's willing to help me. It's quite sad. I wanted a senpai or whatever it's called. Some kind of mentor, but nobody is willing. Create teams to Twitch. But I wouldn't be able to do anything NSFF. I just need to find out how to stream to... I just don't care. I just want to stream to somewhere. I don't care. It could be YouTube, Facebook. No, not the senpai, I think. It's... I don't care. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Picato, I don't really YouTube care. I just want to live stream. So I've got a channel for my art, so it would be nice if I could live stream on there as well. Me doing my art stuff. So all I could do is do the screen recording thing and just put them on there. But people seem to actually make connections more when they live stream. I don't know how to make connections, see, with other artists and people who actually want art doing. I'm on lots of groups on Facebook for furry art and stuff, you know, where you advertise your artwork and then people find you. Well, people are asking for artwork to be done and you kind of post your examples on their post. But, like, nothing. I get nothing. And if I do get anything, they're usually not, you know, they're not serious. And they just... This one person said, I'm interested. And they said they thought they would be scammed, so they asked me to do a sketch first before commissioning me. So I did a sketch and I showed it to them. I watermarked the crap out of it so they couldn't say, oh yes, I've got free art now. I watermarked the crap out of it. I made it a really poor quality picture. It's just a dark picture, you could see what it was, but... Nope. I sent it, they saw it immediately, that I posted it, and they didn't respond, so I'm like... Oh great, so I've just given them free art, even though it is watermarked a lot. I wrote my name all over the damn thing. I made it the shittiest picture ever. You know, the shittiest... It was just really dark. And, you know, blurry. You know, kind of just out of focus a bit. No, it wasn't out of focus, but you know what I mean. It was kind of blurry. Because it depends on CPU and... Yeah, don't know what that means, but... Just make it work. Just make it work. Already, I'm sick of things never work for me. It's terrible. Everybody else seems to... Everything's simple for them, but when I try and do anything, it doesn't work. Like, oh yes, I got the stream software and now I'm live streaming and me, and it's like a load of problems. Months later, I try again. Still problems. Can't find anybody who's willing to help. Have to try and figure it out myself. Because apparently females have got to be capable now and not want help anymore, so I guess that's why no one's helping us now. Well, I don't care what other females are doing. If they're feminists and they're like, oh no, I'm capable, I can do it myself, I don't need you. Well, I'm not capable, I need help, so help me, or else. I want you guys to lift things for me and carry things for me, you know. I'm not like the idiots who want power. but don't really have any power anymore. You know, feminists, they say they want to have power, women want power and all that shit. Well, you had power before, when you acted like you were incapable and like, oh, can you do this for me? And you can do that. That's the power, I don't get it. I think this shit is good. It helps as long as you're a good fat wolf. Ta-da! It'd be nice to earn money, you know. That would be great. Currently earning great and fabulous fame that you experience in the future. Currently earning the greater. That's great. I sure hope so. I'm kind of bored with being poor now. I know people say that being rich is overrated and it doesn't buy you happiness, but I don't believe them. Imagine what I could do if I was rich. I could get the fursuit of my dreams. I could have 2 houses. Or I could have one in every country. I could go and travel the world. I could go to as many conventions as I wanted to. I could buy high quality shit, like these ears, that were a lot of money. I could actually make this property wonderful. You know, many people think, oh, you live in a big house, you must be rich. But if you saw the state of this shit place, you'd realise it wasn't rich, you know. It's falling apart. For God's sake, if I was rich, would it look like a shit? Tip. No, it wouldn't. I would buy millions of servants to clean the place. I would hire millions of builders to work on the damn place. The house wouldn't be mouldy and damp like it is, you know. It wouldn't. I wouldn't have eczema. I'd be able to hire high quality professional medical care to strip me of this shitty eczema. I'd have someone to ferry me around in a wheelchair all day, even though I'm not disabled, so I can get fat. Think of all the things I could do. Wonderful. Actually, I could have all those things without being rich, but my mum won't let me, so. What else could I do? Oh yeah, I could have a balcony on my window. So if I wanted to go outside, I could just go out. I could just go in my room and go out on the balcony. That would be fantastic, wouldn't it? I could have a pool. I could keep horses. So I could ride around my area on horses. And everybody would be jealous of me. That would be great. Or I could, oh my god, I have a million ideas. How do people run out of ideas when they win the lottery and shit? You know, when they kind of buy a load of stuff and then they have so much money that they don't know what to do with the rest of it. I'm like, I would never run out of ideas. You're just stupid. You don't have the imagination to be rich. I have the imagination to be rich. In order to be rich, you have to have imagination. I have it. It's being poor holds me back. The only time that being poor is okay is if you have, like, I suppose, loads of friends and family around you, and then it kind of makes it a bit better. But I don't really. Like, if we move, nobody would care. Let's move. How about a wolf enclosure? You're beautiful fat. He doesn't need no. Yeah, I'll have a wolf enclosure, and then when all those kids try and harass us, I'll just open the enclosure and let the wolves go and eat them. Oh, and I'd freaking... You know how we pay the police's wages and yet they don't do their jobs? Because I was rich, I'd be able to pay them directly, and maybe they would actually do something about the kids. Maybe they'll actually do something. Instead of just pissing about. Well, I've opened the window. Doesn't seem to have bothered. Show that place is over at the Pardon? Shows that big ugly yeah, it does. By the way, that, yeah, I don't like that. No, it wasn't. See, I told you that's what the E45 itch cream does. It did the same to me as well. I said it. I don't like it, but
This is the antiques.
Yeah, yeah, I got it too, and it didn't make a difference. If you remember, I got it from Boots.
Well, you take a picture so you can show. But why don't you show the pictures of the backs of the legs? You didn't want to see.
Can I do it on there?
What?
Take a picture.
Yeah, but I was keeping this so I can see. There's the
You
size.
can still keep it. All you have to do is get it separate.
Look. There's the XL that I got. 37.5 to 43, 38F.
Right.
Well, I don't normally buy an F anyway. It's supposed to be an F. The next one up is XXL, which is 41 to 49 inches. Which is a 42A. I think it's because. What did you want me to do, by the way? I put it to oh. Right, okay, Tyra. Oh yeah, here's that picture I was going to show you. Oh, I usually want it that day.
I don't know. Oh god, no. I know who it is.
Oh, I know. No.
Edward somebody.
No, yeah, him. We want something like him. What's it called?
I'm trying to think. No. That guy from Titanic, isn't that him?
No.
That he's supposed to look
No.
like.
No.
Johnny Depp.
Titanic. What the hell is his name? All it is because the guy in question has got this thing going on here.
Oh, right, okay.
From now, of course, he looks like him. He looks nothing like him. The guy we're talking about, Kirsty, this bit here goes in, and you've got high cheekbones.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
He's in that Pirates of the Caribbean or whatever it's called.
Oh, that guy, yeah. Russell Brand?
No.
No. Hang on, I know the guy. Is it Johnny Depp?
Johnny Depp. So, do you think... if I was Johnny Depp, I'd be writing to these people and say, how dare you insult me?
How dare you compare me to him?
He's decent looking. This guy is nothing like.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll take the picture now.
Well, it's not that I'm trying to read it, but that's all I want.
Oh, right, okay, that's fine. Or I can show someone else and see what they think. Too late! That sucks. Sorry.
What was this for?
That
Sorry. Well, you know what's also weird? And he should know because he wasn't itching before. So it says on it, don't use if you. Why do you show it? Why do you show them on your camera? That's the other thing. How come we didn't inspect me?
There you go.
Oh,
So that's you actually
at the itching it. I'm going to use it. I'm trying to use it to
I told you it just makes you red. It's terrible stuff. I guess it works for everybody else because everybody raves about it, but not us.
Well, I've never found it. I don't buy that thing.
Oh, by the way, do you know what else I found? On those advert things. It's these eyelashes, right? That if you use their special eyeliner, the eyelashes will just snap to like a magnet. I thought that sounds a lot more simpler and easier than using glue and trying to stick. Can't be bothered with all that, that's why I don't bother anymore wearing my eyelashes.
Is that yours?
That's mine, yeah. I put it there so if you rang me I could just quickly get it.
So now I've completely forgotten what I was going to talk about. Yeah, you need to put that cream on the back smell like tomorrow.
Okay.
It's supposed to be done twice a day, but I can't get to the back tomorrow. Oh, we're never going to eat. It's nearly at past.
There you are, I'm just waiting for this pasta veg to do.
A lot of pain here, though. And I'm taking bloody painkillers, so I don't know what that's about. And yeah.
I should stop. Okay. Yeah. High security force, yes. That would be good as well. And I'd go out with bodyguards to look proper important. I do, I'd be the best rich person in the universe. Too bad I'm not. The best rich person in the universe. And I wouldn't be totally selfish if I was rich either. I'd give to charities as well. You know, the surplus. You know, everybody's like, oh, I don't know what to do with the rest of my money. I've got too much money, I don't know what to do with it. So I'm going to go on drugs. And I'm going to buy stupid shit like whatever. And get killed. Get killed. I don't know, I can't remember what the thing was. Something about a race car thing. I don't know. It was something stupid, I can't remember what it was, but people apparently just blow their money on stupid stuff that's dangerous or drugs or whatever. Why don't you just give, if you don't know what else to do with your money, why don't you just give to charities or something then? Give it to someone else that can make freaking use of it. I remember this guy, you know, I was on a dating site and I was meeting a few guys, and there was this particular guy, and he was telling me his dreams. And the more I got to know him, the less I liked about him. One of his dreams was to blow one, I don't know, where he gets to drive a race car around a track or something. And I'm like, that's a great dream, but you know, you're paying all this money to do this once, and you know, it's not going to become a career as such. Oh god, I'm being bombarded with a load of messages now. Kind of gave me a shock then. And I thought, how about spending £1,000 on something that's going to benefit you or me? You know, like in a relationship. Because he obviously wanted to be in a relationship with me, eventually. So I'm like, I would have been more impressed had he said, you know, I'm going to save my money so that I can spoil the girl I end up with. Or whatever. Or buy something for both of us that'll benefit the freaking relationship or something. Blowing £1,000 on doing a one-time thing sounds pretty stupid. On the other hand, I want to save up lots of money so that I can go to a furry convention. Okay. Then do so. I'm not stopping you. You can spoil me rotten if you want. I'm not stopping you. But yes, that's his dream. So I wasn't impressed with that. And the other thing is, he liked to go and kill animals, rabbits, for sport. And that won't go down well. Because my mum is very anti-hunting and very pro-animals living and not being killed for selfish people. Sports, you know, hunting for sport, or, you know, a million cows being slaughtered for food because human beings have become more greedy for meat. Disgusting. I agree with her. Apparently the meat eaters are what's wrong with the world. Apparently they're causing all sorts of problems. And everyone's still banging on about smoking being so bad. Yeah, it's a drop in the ocean compared to what cars are doing. And planes as well. They're not really helping. Some scientist or other said that in order for smoking to actually affect you, you'd have to smoke about 1 million of them. And also, for passive smoking to be effective, you'd have to have loads and loads of smokers in one tiny confined room. Like a box room. Apparently that's the only way smoking is really a bad thing and affects you, especially passive smoking. But people bang on about smoking being the worst thing in the world when... What about drinking? What about getting drunk? Doesn't that cause things to be bad? Liver damage, you know, bar fights, abusive men beating their wives up and kids, drunken drivers. I mean, that causes a lot of problems, but nobody bans drinking or puts the money up on drink, but 1,000-fold for cigarette packets. Oh, and cigarette packets are now behind a sliding door, so you can't see them, and they're in the most boringest packets ever. And they're not being advertised, whereas drinking, they still have beautiful packaging, and it's still on show all over the place. It's the first thing you see when you walk into shops. They have actual shops that sell nothing but booze. It's still glorified drinking, and yet that's the worst. That's actually worse than smoking. Sorry. Have you ever heard of a smoker going and beating someone up? No, because they're too laid back. Have you heard of a smoker going back to their wife and kids and beating them up because they've had so many cigarettes that they can't stand or think straight? Nah. Nah. So no. I know everybody is like, oh my god, smoking is such a filthy habit. I'm so sorry, it's such a terrible habit, I should quit. Yeah, you don't do that. You won't really be doing anyone a favour. No, you never hear of a drinker saying, oh, I'm so sorry, I should stop. Actually, it's quit. With drinking, it's just cut down. With smoking, it's you must quit completely. I'm drinking right now. This is my bottle. This is a disgusting habit. I should stop drinking and beating my wife and kids up and getting in bar fights and causing drunken accidents in the street in my car. But no one will agree with me on this, you know. Because drinking is the blessed thing in the world. It's so blessed. So wonderful, you know. It's good for beer bellies, not good for everybody else. And smoking is so evil. You smokers should go to hell, apparently. I know no one will agree with me. They never do. But it's been proven by scientists. Smoking is bad if you or others have asthma. Nah, that's you're thinking of factories and cars, mate. And planes. Yeah, there's about 1 million cars in the world, and they emit a lot more shit than smoking does. That little teeny tiny bit of smoke that comes out of a cigarette. And yeah, so just ban cars. Go back to horses and carriages like before. Much better. I think back in those days it was factories. Yeah. I mean, my auntie, she was a smoker all her life, and she lived well into her hundreds, so... We know plenty of non-smokers who have died early. Or people who have quit and have died early. Or developed problems. So it can't be that bad, can it? Think about it. Everybody would be dropping dead if smoking was really that much of an issue. But nobody cares about the facts, you see. Or in brainwashed. Everybody's been brainwashed into thinking smoking is so bad. Bloody millennials. Look at what happened. We could go for steam-powered cars. I think horses and carriages are just cooler anyway. The only cars that are cool are the ones from the olden days. They're the only nice cars. That'll be the wrong place. Alright. I better go. I prefer talking to about art anyway. Yay. So, don't forget to donate if you want. I'm going now because I gotta eat. So, I'll live